Do you, RobLynn Live? I'm gonna say it again. Do you, RobLynn Live? I know you do. I know the panelists here do. Looks like everybody's excited and I'm coughing away. Well, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Okay. Today is day 638 of consecutive RobLynn Live network presentations of RobLynn Live and Ali.
Oh, Wonder Dog.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. If any of you out there in radio land, TV land have noticed the background, it's not too
Shabby.
Yes, indeedy do. It's in blue. How about you? It looks like Miss Nakamoto has outdone herself once again. Not too bad at all. So let's get things rolling with the following. If you're not in ONPASSIVE, and you should be, if you're not in ONPASSIVE, and you could be, just go to RobLynnLive.com. And what happens when you go to RobLynnLive.com, domain, website, whatever you want to call it, this, that, or the other, you get Miss Nakamoto's pop-up and a Popsy registration page. All you got to do is get yourself an email, get yourself a password, and you're off to the races. And that's very simple. So go to RobLynnLive.com. All you got to do, and you get Omelo Net No Trim, and soon you can subscribe to OConnect, Connect Me with the World, coming real soon. And you heard it today with Mr. Mafara. Things are rocking along. We'll talk in just a minute about what he had to say with regard to the W word. Oh, yeah, the W word. So stand by for that. So, day 638, let's see what we got for you. So let's say good morning, okay, to everybody out in the Asia Pacific area, and around the globe. Good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to RobLynn Live Network presentation of RobLynn Live and Ali.
The Wonder Dog.
Cheru that with our Wednesday, get ready for this, it's our weekly Wednesday roundtable Q&A. Oh, yeah, we got some questions for you kids tonight. Oh, doggies. All right. Let's see what we got for you right this minute. So tonight's a roundtable Q&A with our panelists from around the globe. They will ask we attendees or us attendees, as well as their fellow panelists, questions. Usually we get one or two in, depending on the length of said answers and the length of how many people jump on board and have answers to the questions presented by the panelists. Followed by community time, where we invite each and every one of the attendees from around the globe to join us on the panel. More fun for all of us. Good stuff. And then, time permitting, we will have a bit of signing and a song by JJB Tin Man, also known as John Barilla. That's right, John Barilla. There he is. It looks like he's ready for another haircut, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look here. Yeah, it's getting close.
I'm definitely looking for a haircut, Rob.
All right.
He's not one to talk. His hair gets really long, my husband.
Yeah, but it's sticking up like a flat top. Look at this. I look like alfalfa tonight. And there's Greg. Greg Hill with his do. All right. Without further ado, let's go to announcements, shall we? First off, please pray for Ash Mafara and his lovely wife, Ashmahan, as well as the two boys, Omar and Yusuf, formerly known as Chunky. Or to us, the Chunkster. And also send out your love, light, and prayers, especially your prayers to the tech team, the O-Media team, as well as the support staff around the globe, because we all need prayer and we all appreciate prayer. when needed, and it's needed all the time, to be honest with you. So, with that being said, let's also remember those who may be ill or injured in an accident around the globe. I'm sure all of us here on the panel, as well as those of you around the globe watching, there are currently 19 on YouTube. And can you give me an update on how many are here?
Sure, we got 46 already.
46, not too
shabby.
So that's 46 and 19 is 65. Whoops, I made a mistake. There's now 26, 27. One calf and a half. 27 and 46 is 73. Any way you count it, even in Robbie land. So let's go forward with a few announcements, shall we? Okay. OP360 today had a special guest in one Mr. Ash Mafara, and he had some updates for us about withdrawals, which was the W word I was referring to earlier, as well as updates on what's going on with O-Verify. It's now in the Q&A stage, which means they're fine-tuning it. It's done. They're fine-tuning it, so it's ready to rumble. So, also, migrate. If you haven't migrated, like we used to do in 6th grade, shame, 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 shame. It's time to migrate. It's time to subscribe whenever it's back in the fold, and we can subscribe either with a credit or debit card or crypto. It's coming soon. It seems like all of this is going to roll right into us sometime next week, because we've reached the week 1 with regard to the merchant situation of them saying, we're going to open it up and everything will be fine. And then it's supposed to take up to 2 weeks. That means sometime, we feel, this is just an opinion, but Ash seemed to hint at this, it will be sometime next week. Welcome news for all of us. That's all I'm going to say. Sign the NDA and affiliate agreements if you haven't. Boy, my spelling's off. Check out the ONPASSIVE newest website. Love the blues. I'm glad they went back to the blues. Check out Mr. Mohammed William Nazal with his blog statements and an occasional video. Log in to your OES. Why do we say log in? Because things are, as was said today, and has been said on most Wednesdays, OP360 at noon, they're popping. Things are hopping and popping. Hopping and popping with you. So be ready, because at the drop of a hat, things are going to happen very fast. And I don't doubt that for 1 minute or even 1 second. So that all being said, again, log into your OES and confirm your profile matches your government-issued ID. I don't care whether it's a passport, a state ID, a driver license for whatever city, state, country, village you're located in. And also check out the ticker. And as you can see, we have a lovely ticker tonight. Scrolling across the bottom by one Michael Chatta, who is one of our moderators, one of our lead moderators, I might say, or the lead moderator, along with Mr. Barilla and Karina Lance and Roy Davies and others. So behave yourselves out there. We've got moderators watching. All right. So we said log into your OES and confirm. Hop on an OConnect when you can. We don't care if you're hopping on a RobLynn Live or you're hopping on a this or that or that or this. Hop on. Because you know what? Learning leads to earning. So the more you know about our solutions / products / solutions, the better off you are. You can't share and you can't care if you don't know. So get in the know and let's go. Yes, who's writing this stuff? Anyway, if you know of anyone needing help with anything ONPASSIVE, OP as I call it for short, you know the drill, don't you? Helping one helps us all. And when you can and when it's available, subscribe to OConnect when available. Again, and you can. Well, here is and I'll make this short. As you can see, we have a panel, all dressed in various attire. However, they have a wonderful blue background that was formulated, put together, designed by, I believe, Chris Tiazone, Charmaine Ung, and Lynn. Got you covered, Nakamoto, the Energizer Bunny. That's her. I'd know her. I'd know her anywhere. All right. Welcome to Mr. Francis Tay, joining the panel as well. Looking pretty sharp there in your button-down shirt. And oh yeah, I've got my button-down shirt on. Here it is. Here it is. And it's choking me tonight. All right. Now, here's tonight's format. We will introduce each of our panelists. And look at that spelling. P-P-P-A-N-E-L-I-S-E-S. You got to love this guy that does the prompter. They will tell us who they are, where they're from, as well. And I won't tell you where they're from, even though it slips out of my tongue, on my tongue occasionally. We'll let them tell you. They'll answer our question of the evening. Now, I didn't mention that yet. Now, you're going to like this one. Those of you who don't like the telephone or the cell phone or even the teletype, call or text. You prefer to call? You prefer to text?
And why?
I have friends that, for whatever reason, and why, please? For whatever reason, I have friends who I'll call them, and the next thing I know, I get a text. Now, wait a minute. I didn't call you to get a text. I would have texted you to get a call. Either way, answer your calls. It's good. It's good to hear each other's voice, or not. So text if you don't like to call. It's okay. We'll hear from our panelists on this. Then they will ask us all a question or two, depending on time. We're going to try to limit tonight to about 2 hours if we can, get everything in, squeeze it in as we can. So it'll be followed by community time, a bit of signing if time permits, and a song by, as I mentioned, JJB Tin Man, that guy, John Barilla. All right. Now, without saying any more, because I think I've rambled on now for some 16 minutes, and I didn't get the elbow tonight, but I'm getting the hook. So now that I've gotten the hook, I will check it, as we say in Hebrew. That means shushki, also in Hebrew, shushki. I'm going to shush you, and I'm going to introduce our panelists of the evening. And here we go. First off, I'm not going to tell you, Miss Melanie Mel Sunshine Marcano. Welcome.
Thank you, Rob. Good night. Good evening, Sister Lynn. Good evening, everybody who's there. My name is Melanie McConnell, and better known as Melly, whatever they call me, Sunshine. These are the two main ones. And I am from the Caribbean. I have to always remember my Caribbean island where I came from, Dominica. And now I live in Canada. So I'm Dominican Canadian living in Canada for the longest while. So if you were to ask me if I prefer text over call, I like both of them. The reason why, I can gather a group of my family together on WhatsApp and we can talk. We do that once in a while, like say 10 of them or less. And texting the same. I can send multiple texts to different family members, friends, all at the same time. Just copy and paste or copy and share. So I don't know if I have a preference over the two because I love doing both. But I must say, I'm calling, as you said, Brother Rob. When you call someone, it's personable. So you have an interaction with the person. You can hear their voice, you can laugh, and chat at the same time. With text, it's just an emoji you send with a message. But hearing someone, especially if I'm in the far lands, like the islands or wherever, Camilla, sometimes Israel or John, the States, wherever we are. Even Chris, sometimes I call Chris. So, Craig, I forget Greg. And I've spoken to Don too. So yes, it's nice to hear people's voice and it's nice to be personable. Okay, so that's my give on the
All right,
text.
thank you, Mel from the great country of Canada. Let's
Welcome.
slide a little bit south and pick up on DL and Dawn. That's Swihart and McConaughey, or McConaughey and Swihart. Go ahead, kids.
Good. Can you hear me? I think it's working.
I can hear you now, Houston. Go ahead. Oh, no, you're in Ohio. Go ahead.
I'm Dawn Swihart. I'm from the state of Michigan, up north of Ohio, but I live in Ohio now. And I prefer hearing a voice on the phone, especially when it comes to my children. I do not want them texting me. I want to hear their voices. So I prefer hearing their voice, especially when it comes to family. So, how about you,
All
Don?
right, thank you for that. And so there's a phone call one there, and let's see, Mel was either one. Well, let's see if we can get a tiebreaker here from DL.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate everybody on the panel and in the chat. My name's Don McConaughey, commonly known as just DL. I'm from the state of Ohio, United States of America, and I prefer phone. Back to you, Rob.
There you have it. Looks like the phone is gaining momentum.
Yes, to say why. Remember, that's part of the question.
Oh, and why the phone? We heard from the lovely Miss Swihart that she prefers it because she likes to hear a voice. Is it the same for you or something different?
No, it's the reason I prefer the phone to talk, because I can talk faster than I can type on the text.
Yeah.
Well, there's somebody that tells the truth. I understand. That's the way I am too. I think I can type fast, but I proved myself wrong tonight. I was resting up until almost the bewitching hour, and I decided to type up a few things so that I wouldn't bumble, stumble, and mumble, which I did anyway. And my spelling was terrible. So, I should have just spoken into the microphone and let the computer do the typing, which I'll do next time for sure. So thank you, DL and Dawn, or Dawn and DL. Let's now, if we could, go to Carmela Schwartz from Not Telling Anybody. Go ahead, Carmela.
Hello, everyone. My name is Carmela, and I am from the lovely Israel. And I like to speak in the telephone more than writing, especially now because I speak it. It's not in my own language. It's easier for me to speak than to write, and I have to spell the word. I have to check the Google Translate. I have to do a lot of work to do it right. Sometimes I'm spelling with mistakes, and it's not nice. And I know people look at me like, she's uneducated. She doesn't know to write the word right, and it's not nice. So easy for me to speak than to write if it's not in my own language. In my own language, I like them both. And I like to listen and to feel the people from the other side. When you text, you don't feel them. It's, I text when I needed if I don't find somebody, I text him, but I prefer to speak with them. This is my opinion.
All right. Well, I must say this, and this is strictly a compliment. Your English, since Lynn and I have gotten to know you as well as people around the globe, because you are a Carmela from Israel, is a pretty popular saying. Hi, I'm Carmela from Israel, and people respect the fact that your English is pretty darn good for a second language. So kudos to you, and mazel tov, and keep up the good work. You're spreading joy with your roses. That's why they call you the Israel, or I call you the Israeli rose, and with fired up statements. So keep up the fine work. We appreciate you, and I know the world. All right, now I'm off.
Thank you very much.
No problem. All right, now I'm off my soapbox and over to Mr. John Barilla, who's going to tell us who he is and where he's from, and answer the question.
Yes. And thank you for mentioning my sartorial splendor a little earlier. And I did take a shower and shave and wash my hair. That's why it looks so long, because it gets all fluffy and nice and full and all that when you wash your hair. Okay, now my name is John Barilla, and I'm from originally Steubenville, Ohio. And I now reside in New York City. I'm an actor, singer, photographer, and various other things. As far as the question goes, I think both are okay in the appropriate situation. I don't like the text for real conversations if you're really going to communicate with somebody, but they're very handy at different times of the day, or you think of somebody at a certain time and you just want to say something that's a comment or a couple of comments back and forth. I think that's a good thing. But for real conversation, I prefer the telephone. And even at that, I don't really like to talk a lot on the telephone. But when you're going to really talk to somebody, especially if you haven't seen it for a while, best way is on the telephone. You do hear their voice. You can tell stories. And I can go on. I love to tell stories. And also, you could sing to them on the phone. It's kind of tough to do that on a text. So there's that.
All right. And so it sounds like you prefer the telephone, the live voice as well, which it's amazing. It's pretty much unanimous there, which is pretty cool stuff. Now, is that a sign of our ages? No pun intended, or the ages? I don't know. But I just think it makes, and I'll speak for myself. Lynn can speak for herself, but she's a texting fool. She's got the fastest fingers on the west coast of Florida. But as far as speaking on the phone, as you said, John, I agree with you, and I think everyone here will agree. It's hard to get your inflection of what you might say as far as when you're communicating in text. Now, what I do, and everybody's probably noticed this because I've been shamed for it a few times, is I'll type in all caps. That's the only way you can make it known that you're speaking a little louder than normal. Now, my children all say I always speak in caps, so I need to shush key a little bit and pipe it down a little bit. So, but I prefer the phone as well. Not that anybody asked. A live conversation, you can't beat it. It's like reaching out and touching someone and really feeling what they're feeling. That all being said, let's go to Pedro Jose Estrada Saladas. Bring it, Pedro.
Hello, everyone. Success. I uploaded my image and I can see my picture. Good evening. My name is Pedro Estrada. You can call me Pedro Joyce.
No picture, right?
I've been in Maryland for a long time. It's a pleasure to be here every night. We have so much fun, and especially today that there is question and answer section of the week. I enjoy being with such talents around me, such as John and Lynn Nakamoto and Rob Gorman and Carmela and all the rest. So I appreciate that you call on me. I'm using a new computer, so I was trying to make it the right way. So here I am.
Very good.
Call or text? What do you prefer? Call or text, and why?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I actually enjoy calling people, but I am not that good at communicating very often. While a message comes in more readily because I can shorten whatever I want to say and make it in such a way that it won't be a long conversation, depending on the time that I have. But hearing the voice of someone I enjoy very, very much. So when I make a call, is because I want to hear the voice of the person. But messaging is very convenient because you can get to the point and you don't have to spend a lot of time.
All right. Thank you for that, Pedro. We'll be back to you for a question or two shortly. And I must say, your new computer is certainly lit because we can really see you clearly. And I might add, we can see everyone clearly tonight, extra clear, which is wonderful. I mean, we got to be getting closer than close, but not too close for comfort, because everyone looks very bright, very crisp, and the audio is tremendous tonight. So that being said, again, let's move to Greg Hill.
Okay, yes, that's who I am, Greg Hill, from the San Juan Islands, north of Seattle. That's up in the northwest of Washington State, in the San Juan Islands. Okay, so Jose doesn't look so clear to me. Everybody else looks great here. And you saw me earlier, I was a ghost. Okay, so what do I prefer, call or text? Well, tonight I called DL, and he was in the middle of eating, so he texted me back, said I'm eating. So I thought, okay, I better not. So there's times when really maybe it's good just to text first and say I'm gonna call, but he just said he'd prefer call. So next time if I call and he's eating dinner, I won't feel so bad. So anyway, the way I look at it is my hands aren't really good at texting. I'm kind of slow at texting because of my fingers, but text is good for a lot of different things, and I kind of like it, but I'd just as soon talk with somebody on the phone over texting, to be honest with you. But it has its place, and it's good, and it's bad for some things.
All right. Thank you for that, Greg. We'll be back to you shortly for a question or two. Let's now go to Sifu Francis Tay. Hello, Francis.
Good morning, good evening. So happy to be early today. Yeah. I will prefer text before conversation. So because I think if the other party is busy, if they text you back, please call me back, and I feel very, very comfortable. Then when you call them and they say I'm busy, can you call me back? I think the tone sound very negative, you know. So if they are busy, they text me, say call me maybe 10 minutes time or 30 minutes time. I feel very happy, that I'm not disturbing the other party. So I prefer text before calling. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sifu. We appreciate that. And rumor has it you're from Singapore. Is that true?
Yeah, it's not a rumor, it's a fact.
Oh, he's from Singapore. Okay, I got it.
The better deal is I'm also made in Singapore.
Made in Singapore.
Made in Singapore? Woo! All right. Woo! All right. Well, as we continue on with our G-rated show, let's go to Chris Teozone, Tarzan, the techie king of RobLynn Live and OES, if I might add.
Hello. Mabuhay.
Hello.
Mabuhay.
From the Philippines. And what would be either call or text? Since I'm a transcriptionist, typing a lot, I prefer text. And so as to be clear and clear instructions. For example, you're in a convoy and my car with some companions got lost. We need a text so in order to get the landmark. So call would be, what did he say? Uh, uh, you have to text. So it's a situational thing, just like John Barilla said, and I agree with everyone. I like to hear and see people in conversation. So that's all. Back to you, Rob.
All right, thanks. That completes our introductions of the panel, but we're going to swing over to Miss Nakamoto. Call or text?
Oh, if anybody knows me, the group here knows me. So you know I'm not one for phone calls. I don't mind doing a phone call, but initially it needs to be prearranged because I'm in the middle of something, right? And then you get a call, you pick it up, and half an hour later you realize you just missed half an hour of a deadline that you were facing, and everything gets messed up. So I sometimes will pick it up and say, "Hi, I'd be happy to talk to you, but let's plan on a time that's good for both of us." So, but for everyday things, I much prefer text because texts are efficient. Text, you can look at it at your convenience, and when you're in a busy period, you don't have to look at the text. You know what I'm saying? So it's just an efficient way of communicating. That's what I say. But for like, you know, I'm not against phone calls. Like with family, friends, of course you want to talk on the phone. You don't want to hear about their lives through text, right? So that's okay. But for regular everyday stuff, text is the way to go. That's me. Thank you.
I'd like to reinforce that without any consternation or doubt. If I'll call, which I've done several times, sometimes daily, I get an answer by text sometimes later. So she speak with true tongue there. So she does prefer to text. I can assure you that. Not promptly, but she does prefer to text. So that being said, I think it's time for some questions from our panelists. And you didn't say where you're from. Where are you from?
I'm from Hawaii,
Living in
living in St. Pete,
Florida, USA.
Florida. But Hawaii is really nice, you know, just so you guys know.
All right. Well, here we go. I think we're off to the races now. Everything looks crystal clear, and the audio is remarkably good. I don't see any buffering. I don't know about you guys at your end. Haven't heard in the chat, and I've been in the chat on YouTube, and believe it or not, there's a 33 on the YouTube chat, and 60 right here. We're up to 93, and we haven't even kicked off yet. So,
And the Indians and Bangladeshis are just starting to get up.
that's right.
There'll be more of them coming in.
All right, all right, all right. So now everybody's got it looks like most people prefer to call, and some people prefer to text and then call. So I think call is the riding yay with all of us. It's nice to hear that voice at the other end of the line. You know, that's what Alexander Graham Bell, designed the phone for, or the I would call it the cordless phone that had a string and two cans at the end. So texting's good. Texting's good. I like to text. Don't text when driving. I try not to, but it is nice to hear that voice at the other end. So that being said, I think we'll go to.
And
Go ahead.
before you continue, Keiko's happy because the last time there was buffering, but tonight she says having an amazing moment here without buffering at all this morning. Yes, yes, yes. Yay, Keiko. I'm glad you're happy. I'm happy for you as well.
All right,
Anything,
Keiko
Kush?
from Japan, I might
Yes,
add.
yes. And Kushbu Agarwal is here with us. Thank you. We love you.
Miss
Kushbu.
Agrawal is here.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool stuff. So you can see, I used to say it every night. We are truly a global family. The proof's in the pudding. We are a global family, and thank you to all for being here, both panelists and folks in the chat. Let's go to Sifu Francis Tay for that first question.
Wow, good. Can I share screen?
Yes.
Of course you can. You're the Sifu.
ONPASSIVE OES platform. The founder position was closed on number 1, June 2020, June 2021, June 2022.
All right, Francis's question is clearly up on the board. ONPASSIVE's OES platform founder position closed on June 2020, June 2021, or June 2022. So let's have some answers to Francis's question.
All right. Let's see what we got in the chat.
Thank you for that question, Francis. Good one.
Yep. Hello to Giri Malapa, saying namaste. Namaste back to you. And hello to Anave. Just popped in to say hi. Oh, that's Anna. We call her Anna, but her full name is Anabe, from originally from Samoa. I think she's living in Australia now, but she's from Samoa.
Cool stuff.
Nice to see you, Anna.
Totally global.
Yeah. And
all right, let's have some answers.
waiting for the answers, but in the meantime, I'm going to say, Camilla says hi to everyone, and Mohammed Shagor Ahmed says, I love you ONPASSIVE, love you Ash Sir. And we have Greg Hill saying, Watashi wa shi awa. I'm not how to pronounce that. And Keiko says, thanks, Lynn. Stephen Young says, June 2022. Clover says, June 2022. So those are the two answers so far. So Greg can pronounce that thingy for me. I don't know how to, I don't speak Japanese. And Anna says, hello from Australia.
All right.
What did you say? What did you say, Greg?
Shiawase, that's happy. It means I'm happy.
Watashi wa shiawa de des. I'm happy. Oh, okay. Thank you. Wait. Okay, so two people said June 2022. And then after that, Diona says June 2022. And Michelle Weaver also says June 2022. And Cecil Weir, Cecil says June 22 as well. And Anna says June 2022.
All right, let's go to the Sifu himself, Francis. What's the exact, what is the date when ONPASSIVE stopped the founder position, please?
Yeah, I think why I raised the same question here, although this is old question, is that because of the past week, there are people asking this question, okay? And I also specifically mentioned that it's ONPASSIVE OES platform. You are founder of ONPASSIVE OES platform. You're not founder of ONPASSIVE. So this is what I'm putting up here. So the answer is June, right? Thank you. Can I have a second question here? Because it's a follow-up.
Can you turn your video on while you're at it? It's not showing. You might have to refresh.
It's not showing?
No.
Oh, my second.
Although it says your camera is enabled, it's just not showing your image. Just need to refresh.
There you are, Francis.
All right.
And go ahead with that second question.
Do you see my screen as well? The share screen?
Yeah, we saw it was clear.
Okay.
Continue on to your second question.
Second question is the same thing on the foundership. Foundership position is forever, free. Or number 2, monthly subscription, $97. Or number 3, yearly subscription, $997. Which one is correct?
All right, reiterating Francis's question, number 2, foundership position is A, or number 1, forever free, 2, a monthly subscription at $97 US, and number 3, yearly subscription at $997.
All righty, let's see what the answers are or what the guesses are. Dawn is the first to chime in. She says 3, yearly subscription $997. We've got Isabel Bailey, 3, Cecil Weir, $997. Keiko, 3, Michael Chada, 3, Sarananda, 3, Eileen Cowell, 2, Stephen Young, 2, Isabel Bailey, 3, John Barilla, 3, Clover Kelly, 3, Henry Horn, 3, yearly, Isabel Bailey, 3, Cecil Weir, 3, Patience Oseware says 3, Chris says numero 3, and Sarananda says 3, will be texting missing. Bruce Gerstein says 977. Deborah Long says 3. Michelle Weaver 3. Greg Hill 997. Anna says 3. Fiona says 3. And that's the answer so far.
All right, all right, all right.
So this is very important for us to understand. I'm glad that most of you say 997 subscription, yearly subscription. As we all understand that our foundership position is already activated. So this coming September will be the next renewal. Since you know that it's 997 or yearly subscription, that one we are waiting for the big news. Thank you.
Thank you, Francis, for both those questions. It's good to go back to days of old and refresh our minds with regard to things from the past. Because as you mentioned, September 1 is going to be the big day when we will have our renewal of our subscriptions, whether they be $97 again, or whether they be $997. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. Let's go to Mel and have a question, please.
Thank you, Ram. Okay. There are. Okay. There are 5 ways telecommunication is bridging the digital divide, and that's I'm referring to ONPASSIVE in that sense. Name at least 2 of them. There are 5 ways in which telecommunication is bridging the digital divide. Name at least 2 of them, 2 of the 5 ways.
All right, saying again, there are 5 ways that communication is bridging the gap in communication, I should say, and please name 2 of those. Correct?
Yes, sir. And it is also found in the OES back office that was posted on May the 17th, 2024.
So it's a fresh question. All right.
OES, right?
Yes.
All right, thank you. That's a nice hint. Juanita Slack says hello to RobLynn Live and Ollie the Wonder Dog. Welcome, Juanita Slack. And Diona Chokes is saying hi to her friends, waiting for answers. Henry mentioned that yearly foundership can be paid with profits. That was his comment. And Bruce Gerstein is the first to answer. And he says ONET and OMail. Okay, do we have more answers?
Let's hear it from you attendees out there in Radio Land. What say you? Name at least 2 ways ONPASSIVE is bridging the digital communication gap.
Okay. Just Bruce Gerstein so far.
All right, panelists, you're welcome to answer that question in the chat if you like.
That might help. Michelle Weaver says, ONet, OMail.
ONet and OMail. All right.
Sadananda says, ONet and OMail, but by every site. And Carmela says, OPal.
Whoa, there's a new one.
Anna says, sorry, sound on and off. Oh, shucks. Sorry for that, Anna. Deborah Long says, ONet, OMail, OConnect. John Barilla says, ONet and OMail. Isabel Bailey says, OTrim and OConnect. Henry Horn says, email and AV, meaning audio visual conferencing. Gregory Hill says, OConnect and OMail.
Well, all righty, let's go to the source herself. Go ahead, Mel.
Okay, thank you, Rob. As I mentioned, it says it can be found in the Hot News, dated May the 17th, 2024 at 12 p.m. in the OES back office. So there are 5 ways telecommunications is bridging the digital divide. Name at least 2 of them. So the answer is expanding connectivity to undeserved communities. Number 2, enabling efforts for digital literacy and distant learning. Number 3, enabling telemedicine and enhancing healthcare access. Number 4, encouraging small enterprises and entrepreneurship. Number 5, it's improving resilience and disaster response. So these are the 5 ways. As I mentioned, it's hot news, so it's fresh off the press. So I grabbed it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mel. Good stuff there for sure. Let's go to next, if we could, to John Barilla for a question.
Okay. Hold on a second. All right. So we know that we have, especially through OConnect, we have webinars and we have conferences. You can do conferences. You can just contact one-on-one. So by doing that, it isn't all, it's both, there are things that are very good about it, easy about it, and there are things that are a little bit con, maybe not so easy about it. So since there are several things, try to make it a little easier. And it doesn't matter if you don't know, this is listed, but if you don't know these things, it'd be hard to go and look them up too. So I would just say, think about it now, pros and cons of using the OConnect for webinars, conferences, communication. There's pros and cons. So think you might come up with something, and I don't care if you get the absolute answer that it's supposed to be. You can think of something that's a pro and con about it. So just give me a fact. Well, just give me 2. Come up with 2. Give me a pro, pick anything or make something up, and give me a con. So a pro and a con of using webinars, of having webinars and conferences and one-on-one communication with things like OConnect.
All right, what is a pro and what is a con of having webinars and chats, basically, is your question.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the attendees and the panelists and have some answers, please. A pro and a con of having a webinar or chat right here at ONPASSIVE. What are the pros? What is a pro and what is a con?
Yeah, think about when you've been using that OConnect. There's something that's a real pro for communication. Many things. There's also some things that maybe not so pro about it. So just like I say, you don't have to come up with the accurate answer. I'll give you all those, and we'll all learn about that. But you could come up with something. I think if you just think about it.
Yep. question again, please, from Sarananda. Repeat the question, please. Maybe paraphrase it, John, for Sarananda. Are you there, John?
Oh yeah, what'd you say? I'm sorry.
Oh, he's asking if you would repeat the question, please, again.
Okay.
Sarananda.
Okay. All right. We all are using OConnect. I'm going to use OConnect. That's our product. OConnect for webinars or conferences or just communication between a few people, one-on-one. It's communication back and forth. So give me some pros and cons about using OConnect. Give me one pro, that's one positive good thing about using OConnect, and give me a con that's not such a good thing.
Okay, well, Greg says unlimited attendees. I guess that would be a pro from Greg. And we have still waiting for answers.
Until it, I request the co-host on Chris number 2. I lost it.
Oh, okay. No problem. Okay. Greg Hill says there are no cons with OConnect that I can think of. Stephen Yang says, Stephen Young says, a con is people need to log in. A pro is many can talk and see each other and chat at the same time. So that is a pro. Deborah Long says, a pro is it's very clear to see, neat tools. The cons are the background is not always working for some and having to refresh all the time. Sadananda says, sharing the link to attendees, email. Stephen Young, sorry, is chat.
All
Wasn't
right.
that nice? We have something to look at. Thank you, Chris.
Welcome.
Nice.
All right. What are the answers, please, from the attendees and panelists?
That's it so far.
Okay.
We're waiting. If I don't know if there's any more going to come in, but
Put on your thinking caps. Just make something up. You don't have to come up with an accurate answer, especially for the cons. It's OConnect. Think about using OConnect. We're more concerned with OConnect than any other kind of platform.
yes, Keiko Huchina says, I don't see any pro-con situation of OConnect. It's beyond the duality. That's what I see. And got a hello and assalamu alaikum from Mohammed Ashraf Ansari. Welcome. Walaikum assalam to you. Greg Hill says, wow, you are quick, Chris. Yeah, he looked that up very fast. Henry Horn says, face-to-face communication having to have a login. I guess he's saying face-to-face communication is probably the pro, and the con is having to have a login. I'm guessing that. And Melanie says a pro is lower cost. The cons are participants may not know each other. And we have Pabana Raut here. Welcome. He says, we are in it to win it.
Good answer.
Gurmalappa Bandi asked me, sorry, madam, asked me, oh, I only know English. Sorry, Gurmalappa. If somebody understands what Gurmalappa says, please translate for her. Maybe Sadananda can help with that. You can type what she said in the chat. Thank you. Pabana Route says, good morning to all. And Greg says, good job, Mel. Because when Mel said lower cost and the cons are participants may not know each other. Mel says, guys, think of remotely running a meeting. Pedro says ability to teach and learn. That's Pedro's response.
All righty, let's go to John Barilla for the correct answer.
Yeah, and you know, like I say, it's one of those things where if you look for this, you'll get the answers that they say. But I like some of the answers were good. That's why I say you may have an idea of what's so good about using it, and then several answers were very good, even if they weren't what I'm going to read right now. One of the pros. I'll give you the pros first. Lower costs, higher participation with OConnect. Now these are with OConnect. Shorter and more frequent meetings, reduced carbon footprint, less scheduling requirements. So that's kind of, it's a subjective thing. That's what they say. But some of the answers that we've heard there were also very pro answers. So I'd accept those as well. Now, let me give you some cons. Okay. Less personal and dynamic. Communication is a little bit difficult. Participants may not know each other, dependent on an internet connection. So those are the cons. But again, I liked when people were saying there are no cons. Because you could debate each one of these whether or not, well, is that a negative thing? So thank you very much. I like that you made up. I wanted you to think and come up with something on your own, because that certainly is a good thing to do, because those answers were not necessarily, it's a subjective kind of question. So thank you.
All right. Thank you for that, John. Thank you. And the participation is appreciated by John and all of us. So thank you. Let's go to Carmela Schwartz from Israel with a question.
Hello, everyone. I have a question. Just a moment. I opened my content. If you are not a founder in ONPASSIVE, how can you earn or benefit from it?
Would you say that one more time, Carmela, please?
If you are not a founder in ONPASSIVE, when you come to be a customer or you log in, how you can benefit more from being in there?
All righty. If you're on the outside looking in, and you become a customer, how can you benefit from that? Is that pretty much the question?
Yes. How you can benefit? What you have to do to benefit more? It's not just using the.
Right. It says be an affiliate. So that customer or user can become an affiliate. That's Isabel's response. Greg Hill says by becoming an affiliate. Same response as Isabel. And Sadananda says by registering in OES. And Bruce Gerstein says become an attendee, sign the NDA. And Henry Horn says you can become an affiliate and participate in the profits of the company as it grows over time. Mel says non-founder can utilize the 3 free products after they register.
Good answer.
Keiko Hoshina says by becoming an affiliate of ONPASSIVE. Those are and we have Bruce. Bruce says exactly, be an affiliate. It's a typo. He says, my bad, LOL. He meant affiliate. All right. And Greg says to Mel, good answer, Mel.
Well, all righty. Let's go to Carmela for the correct answer, please.
So to be an affiliate, we bring you to benefit more than just using it as a customer.
Is becoming an affiliate will bring you all things ONPASSIVE and all things good. So thank you. Thank you for that question, Carmela. And we'll be back to you in just a little bit. let's go now, if we could, to Greg Hill. Go ahead, Greg.
Okay, could you make me a co-host for a moment? See if I can do this.
Yes, definitely.
I
Go
slammed
ahead.
this. Thank you. I kind of like slammed this in before, about 10 minutes before, so I'll see if I can do it right.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen here. Yeah, Gregory. Okay, so my question is, to start with, ONET is a social media platform that can promote your business potential, maximize your business potential, or share your business potential. 1, 2, or 3.
Could you repeat that again?
Okay. ONET is a social media platform that can blank your business potential. First one was, can it promote your business potential? Number 2, maximize your business potential. Or 3, share your business potential.
All righty. Okay. We got Mel saying number 2. Jillian, number 2. You want to show your questions a little longer?
Oh, sorry.
Then people will remember what the number 2 is.
Okay, sorry.
No, I think it'd be easier.
Oh, my computer's messing up with me right now.
Okay, what was
boy.
number 2? Number 2 was what?
I'm coming there.
Oh,
It's
if you
playing
remember.
games.
I think number 2 was maximize, I believe.
It's playing games with me. Okay, so number 2 was maximize.
So,
number 3 was share.
All right. So we have people chiming in. We got Mel that says 2, which is maximize. Jillian 2, Eileen 2, maximize. Keiko 2, Chris Tizan 1, promote. Pedro says 2, Sarananda 1, Deborah Long 1, Bruce Gerstein all of the above. Clover Kelly all of the above. Jillian says all, but I say maximize first. So that's number 2. Henry Horn says 3, which is share. Carmela says 2, which is maximize. Don Swihart says 3, which is share. John Burlett says 2, which is maximize. And Isabel Bailey says 1, which is promote. Those are the answers we have. Go ahead, Greg.
Okay. I'm going to get there eventually. I can get my computer to run faster. There's your answer right there. Answer is number 2, maximize.
Thank you, Greg.
Maximize. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for that question.
Thank
Very
you
much.
for allowing me to share. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm gonna
All right,
stop
let's go
sharing
to.
my screen. Here you go. There you go.
Right, thank you. Let's go to Pedro Jose Estrada Saladas. Go ahead, Mr. Saladas.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, Rob. This question is about OConnect. There are the choice of 3 dates for the right answer. The new version of OConnect was launched at 1:45 a.m. Eastern Time on February 14, 2024, March 14, 2024, or April 14, 2024.
Please read that again.
Yes. The new version of OConnect was launched at 1:45 a.m. Eastern Daytime on February 24, no, February 14, 2024, March 14, 2024, or April 14, 2024.
All right. Saying the question again for everybody, as Pedro asked, OConnect, the new version was launched on one of those 3 days, whether it's March 14th, 2024, April 14th, 2024, or February 14th, 2024.
Okay, so we have the first person to respond, and that happens to be Dawn Twihart, and she says March 14.
All right, there's one answer, March 14th.
Henry Horn says April 3. Oh, the third option, which was April. No, 3, meaning the third option, April. Chris Chizan says, my guess, February 14, 2024. This the latest version. Isabel says March 14, 2024. Bruce Gerstein says April. Mel says April 14. Sadananda says March 14. Isabel says, I am confused. LOL. Clover Kelly says March 14, 2024. Gregory Hill says February 14. And John Barilla says March 14. So the answers are all equally distributed today.
All right, let's go back to Pedro. What is the correct answer, sir?
Well, thank you for participating. It was March 14, 2024.
All right, so the newest, greatest version of OConnect was launched on March 14th, 2024. So thank you for that.
I just want to say, I beg your pardon. There were a couple of other answers right after mine. We missed them, but there were a couple of other answers. Deborah Long and Cecil, I think, had an answer.
Go ahead if you see those, Lynn, and maybe Sam.
Yeah.
If the Asian answer 14, they are correct. Yeah.
Yeah, without the month.
All right,
Okay,
so it was the 14th.
So I think the last answer I read was Clover Kelly, March 14th, and subsequently there's a few more answers. Gregory Hill said February 14th, John Barilla, March 14th, Deborah Long, March 14th, and Ajay Prasad says, hi, good day. Cecil Weir says March 14th. Sadananda says, oh yeah, 100%. And Keiko says, I think there might be a time lag for the appearance of comments in the chat. I haven't seen any of them. So Keiko, close your chat and open it up again. That'll help you. Sometimes it just needs that. Close it out and open it up again. All right, go ahead. Oh, we already got the answer. Okay, next question, next person.
All righty, thank you for that. And let's go to Dawn and DL from Ohio for a question from me. Go ahead, kids.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. What is the name of the featured vlog on Passive's blog?
Okay, one more time, please.
What is the name of the featured vlog on Passive's blog?
All righty. What is the name of the, what was it, vlog on Passive's blog?
Right.
Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, let's go to the attendees and the panelists for an answer.
Give me 1 second.
Okay. In the meantime, let me say there's 37 on YouTube, which is not too shabby. And if you look over here at OConnect, we've got 65. That's 102 any way you look at it. Outstanding. Thank you, everybody.
That's an outstanding turnout.
Yes, it is.
Thank
Very
you
outstanding.
So much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so here we go. Henry Horn says, time flies when you are having so much fun. I'm glad you're having fun. Chris Tizon says, gosh, I'm getting to be forgetful. LOL. And we have Keiko Hoshina. She says, oh, Thanks, Lynn. Now I see them. Oh, good. I'm glad. Very good.
Good stuff.
Sadananda says, question clear, please. So meaning, can you repeat the question for Sadananda, please? And Isabel says, I really don't know.
You want me to read it again then?
Mm-hmm.
What is the name of the featured vlog on Passive's blog?
All right. What is the name of the featured vlog on Passive's blog? Go ahead, kids, with some more answers.
All right, let's see. Waiting for answers. That one, I think people have to go there to look. So maybe I'll give them a few minutes to look and come back. I think. I don't think too many will know it offhand.
All righty. Anybody answering in the chat?
No. Okay, Greg Hill is the first to answer. He says, ONET, the ultimate social media.
I also answered Lynn, the first one. It could be wrong, but my answer is there. Above Greg.
Yeah, I don't see it. For some reason, let me close and open again. It doesn't show for me yet. Oh, yeah, I see it now. Mel says, is it metaverse?
Whoa, look at that answer.
Metaverse. And Sadananda says, that's the answer in ONET, understanding blog. Chris Tiazon says, as of April 13, 2024, ONET, your ultimate social media destination. Any more responses from the chat? There's a distinct pause. So I would say go ahead and give the answer, Don.
Is metaverse.
Say it again.
It is metaverse, the power of voice technology.
Metaverse, the power of voice technology. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I almost asked that question to Don. Thank you.
How did you know, Mel? Did you look or you already?
No, because I was supposed to ask a question, but I stray away from it. So that's how I know. Because I visited.
Oh, you're gonna ask that question. Isn't that funny?
Thank you, Don.
What are the odds of that? Okay, we got the answer. The answer was the metaverse.
All right, let's slide across the couch and go to DL.
My question's an easy one, I think. What is a bounce rate? Again, what is a bounce rate?
All right, DL's question to the attendees and panelists. What is a bounce, B-O-U-N-C-E, rate? Not a dryer sheet either. Don't come up with that answer, please.
What is a bounce rate? Chris Sarananda says, out of ONPASSIVE, that, ha 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 ha. Chris Dizon says, I flopped again, LOL. I was offshoot looking there, ha ha. Right, we were looking for answers to the question. Percentage of visitors, Greg Hill says. The bounce rate is the percentage of visitors. Anybody else know what bounce rate means or want to guess?
Within ONPASSIVE, what does the term bounce rate mean?
Keiko Hushina says, a web traffic analysis term that measures the percentage of visitors who leave a website after viewing only one page, according to AI. And Eileen Cowell says web analytics. Sarananda says on SEO in Google and affiliate link. Any more responses?
All right, let's go back to DL for the bounce rate answer. Go ahead.
Thanks, Rob. Keiko got it right on the money, I think. Basically, a bounce rate is it's defined as the percentage of visitors that leave a web page without taking an action, such as clicking on a link, filling out a form, or making a purchase. So it's defined as the percentage of visitors that leave a web page without taking action. Good job, Keiko. And others were really close on the money also.
All right, good stuff all the way around. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the question. And let's go to Chris Tiazone for a question, please. Go ahead there, Master. Tifu, Chris.
All right, so I'm gonna first screen share because I prepared the presentation. And here it is. Well, I'm gonna maximize this. So it's guess the blank. Did you know with Omail's video email feature, you can convey blank and blank more effectively? Don't worry, there are options. Is it letter A, emoticons and comfort? Is it letter B, emoji and concept? Or is it C, emotion and context?
All righty,
Timer.
there you see the three choices, multiple choice. Go after it, everybody.
Go to the chat and see the answer. Right, who's going to be first? Okay, Mel's the first to answer. She says C, which is emotion and context. Pedro says C. So does Deborah Long and Isabel Bailey. Greg Hill says C as well. John Barilla says C. And Sadananda, C. Juliana, B as in boy. Clover Kelly, C. Eileen Cowell, C. There may be a couple more in, I don't know. Yes, Henry Horn says C, emotion and context, and Cecil Weir says C. And that is it for answer.
All righty. Let's go back to Chris Tiazone for the answer, please.
Okay, all righty. So here's the next slide. It's letter C, correct. Everyone got it? Hopefully also those who are trying to answer in the YouTube channels and other destination live streams. This came from the former twitter.com. Now it's x.com/onpassive. I just noticed it yesterday as I was preparing this slide together with John's questions. It was mistakenly sent to me by Mel, so I prepared for it for them. So
Very nice.
so as of May 22. So thank you for your participation.
Very nice. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for that. And okay, we've gone round the horn with round one, and we started round two with Sifu Francis. With it being 9:33, do you want to continue with one more round?
Yeah, if we run it efficiently, we can do it.
You're talking to Mr. Efficient here.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Just have a few guesses, then we'll give the answer.
All right, sounds good. Let's Chris, let's start with you, if we may, with your second question. Speaking of
Okay,
efficiency.
for a while, I'm gonna bring it up. Let me make sure where is it. Okay, there it is.
Mark's suggestion is that the Q&A session should be followed by slide presentation, clear understanding for all. Well, definitely the audio and the visual presentation makes it clear. That's
True.
Okay, I'm attempting the screen share again.
Okay.
It takes for a while since we are in a beta test, doing it live stream also. And here it is. I'm using a different platform. This is not yet audit, guys. So it's my practice platform. So it's video quiz. It says carefully watch the video clip and guess the answer to the question.
Is there sound?
There's no sound actually.
Oh, okay.
I purposely did that so to focus on watching the video.
Oh,
Okay, here's the next slide. Question: what type of meeting page is shown? So concentrate on the footer buttons below. So is it at letter A, webinar page as attendee? Is it letter B, meeting page as co-host? Or is it letter C, a webinar page as host? Okay, timer starts now.
okay. Take a screenshot.
Mhm.
Take a screenshot. It's so pretty. Let me take a. Okay, Chris. In a second.
While Lynn's doing that, we'd like to say thank you to Sifu Francis Tay for your super sticker. Thank you, Francis, from our heart to yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right, we have some answers coming in. Who is the first to answer? I think Jillian, she says C. And then we have Jillian saying 2. Oh, not sure what that is. Okay, Sarananda says C. Francis says B. Armin Hope says C. Clover Kelly, C. Cecil Weir, C. Gregory Hill, A. Pedro Estrada, C. Melanie Marcano, B. Deborah Long, C. Henry Horn, C. Keiko Hoshina, B. Isabel Bailey, B. Don Swihart, C. Uh, Bridget, C. I think that's it for, oh, wait, no. Sukumar Biswas is B.
All right. Any other answers?
Oh, another one came in. Francis Tay. I edited to C. Oh, you mean you changed your answer?
Wait a minute. Sifu.
Keiko, you need to change your answer too. I think you're a copycat.
Let's see if there's any more coming in. I think that's it. Go ahead. Give us the answer.
Alrighty, so the next slide would reveal the answer. It's of course letter C. The buttons below are complete. So So as an attendee, those of you who are participating now, either mobile or on desktop or laptop, you just have 6 buttons in the middle. So here's the source. It's from the ecosystem.onpassive.com/FAQs. So who is a host? And let me enlarge this for a while for a good reading. The host is the person who has scheduled a meeting. The host has all functions and features in the meeting.
All
Okay,
right. Well,
so
thank you,
this is
Chris.
the
Yeah.
this is the next question. I may let's observe the video again. This is a
Okay.
2 parts question, Rob. Sorry.
Go ahead.
So now it's running without the, of course, the music background, and it stopped. And here's the second question. What's the name of the icon focused? There's an arrow there and the white square. I'm
Can you
gonna make
repeat
it
that again?
larger. So options to make it easy. Is it letter A? Is start streaming? Is it B? Camera? Or is it C? Screen capture? Timer starts now.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let's go to the chat. We got, oh, trying to figure out which one is from the last one versus this one because they both have ABC. Uh, ooh, where does the first answer start? I think, um, okay, I'm not really sure, but I
I think it's
think,
great, great. Great is the first answer.
great. Okay, thank you. I didn't think about all the buttons. Greg Hill says screen capture. Francis Tay, C, which is screen capture. Don Swinehart, C. Pedro, C. Eileen Cowell, C. Melanie, C. Isabel, C. Cecil, C. Bridget, C. Carmela, C. Henry, C. Keiko, C. Sadananda, C. Deborah Long, C. Joseph Anderson, C. John Varela, C. Armin Hogue, C. Giri Malapa, C. Marianne Backford says C. Gianna says C. And Clover says C. All right, let's have the answer.
Alrighty, so here it is. Of course, we see C. It's screen capture, C and C. So it's coming from the x.com, formerly Twitter, /onpassive as of May 16, 2024. And thank you for all of your participation.
All right. Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you for your second question. Let's swing on to Dawn and DL for their second question, if you have one, folks.
Okay. What is the title of the current news article on Passive's main website?
What is the title of the newest article on Passive's website? Is that correct?
Yes, the current news article on Passive's main website.
All right. On Passive's main website, what is the news article? Do tell us, attendees and panelists.
Here we go. Guess away. I think they're going to check and come back with the answer. Give them a few seconds to do that. But in the meantime, as we wait, We want to say thank you to those on our webinar right now. We've got 70 people, and on our YouTube channel,
32.
32.
102. Thank you very much, 102.
33. And also we've got people, of course, and so hopefully everybody's enjoying the show.
All right. We hope so very much.
Yes. All right. So now we go to the answers. The last person. Okay. So we're waiting. Still no answers yet. It is nothing yet. Anybody want to venture a guess? Let me close the chat just in case it's not pulling up the new stuff. Just be safe.
All right.
Gregory says, sorry, I was out of pocket. Out of pocket. What does that mean?
That means away from the camera, away from the.
Oh. Okay. Sarananda says, that's the OES new apps feature.
All right. Good answer.
I don't see any other answers. You go ahead, go to the ask for the answer. Go ahead, honey.
All righty. Let's go back and let's have the answer, Ms. Swihart.
Okay, the answer is ONPASSIVE partners at the 26th Arab and African Investment and International Corporation Exhibition and Conference. That was the article.
Thank you.
All righty. Thank you for that, Dawn. Let's go to DL for a question, please.
Thanks, Rob. I appreciate it. What is the user path? Again, what is the user path?
Ooh. What is the user path? PATH, right? Path?
Correct.
All right. Let's go to the attendees and the panelists. Let's have an answer or two.
All right. Go for it, you guys.
Answers in the chat, please, and I'll scroll through the YouTube and see if there's any answers there. Not yet.
People saying hi to each other in the chat.
Quite a bit of that, yeah.
Okay. See what people can come up with. If not, we'll just read the answer. No problem. Keiko says, a series of events performed or experienced by the user.
Good answer.
That's it.
No other answers. All right, let's go to DL for an answer. User path.
Looks like Keiko's pretty much on the money again. Basically, a user path. It's also known as a user flow. It's a visual representation of the steps a user takes to complete a task on a website or an app.
All righty. Good answer. Very good answer. All right. Let's now go to Carmela Schwartz for her second question. If you have one, Carmela, go ahead.
Yes, I have one question. In our ecosystem, it's two questions in one question. We have a website. How many websites in my links we have until now? This is the one question. And the second one, I find out now, just in this moment, that when you go to the website, how many languages, if you want to change to languages, how many languages and which languages it's suggestion?
All righty. I got the second part. How many languages are on the website? Say the first question again, please.
How many websites and how many languages inside the website?
All right. If I got that right, how many websites? Is that what you asked? How many websites are there?
Yes.
Oh, how many total different websites have we had? I think was the
Yes.
first question. All right. Let's go to the attendees.
Okay, we have Isabel Bailey saying 70, and Isabel says there are 70 links. Sarananda says language transformation 120. I think he meant language translations 120. Greg Hill says 120 languages. And Chris Tuzan says 11 languages. Henry Horn says 70. Eileen Cowell says 71.
All right.
Srijit says 70 links. That's it. Go ahead. Give us the answer.
All right. Go ahead. Let's have the answer, Carmel.
It's 70 links, and it's 120 languages. It says if you are in the ecosystem, when you are going to the links inside, and you go to the website, you find out there is 7 languages. I will name it. It says German, French, English, Dutch, Hindi, Bengali, and Hebrew. This is new. Hebrew wasn't there.
Oh,
All right. We're growing.
That's why I'm so excited.
Oh, good.
All right. Thank you very much for
Sorry,
that
can I
answer.
say
Those
something?
answers.
Rob, Lynn,
Yes.
can I say something? When you open the website and you go to the drop down, it says 12 languages, not
Many?
7. They're all there. They're listed. When you drop down the arrow, it says more than 7. It's 12.
So I don't know what on the top I find only 7.
All right. So a little bit of a conflict there. We have either 7 or 12 languages. So does anybody else want to weigh in on that, whether it's 7 or 12?
Just look.
So you have to go and check. I'm sorry. I
No,
didn't
Okay,
find
no
12.
problem.
I find 7.
It's
I
okay.
think it's regional. If depends on where you're from, it will show 12. Mine shows 11. So
Oh, so everybody's
so
different. That's good to
So
know.
we said the AI know where you are, and it give you the languages he wants.
That's wonderful.
All righty. Thank you for
Thank
that
you.
question and those answers or questions.
I'm happy Hebrew's there for you, Carmela.
That's good stuff.
Good.
That is good stuff. See, you are having an effect on the tech team big time, Carmela. So that's good stuff. Good stuff. You and those others who speak Hebrew fluently.
And Sarananda says, just to check, all languages are 120. This is what Sarananda says. And Keiko says, excited to see things evolving here and there. Good remark, Carmela, from Keiko.
Very true.
Isabel
Very
says
true.
11. Okay, let's go on to the next question.
Let's go to Pedro Jose Estrada Salares. Go ahead, Pedro, if you have another question.
Okay, I see him once, so he might have lost his initial account.
Oh, here I am. I'm back.
All right. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I have a.
Okay, what is that second question?
Okay. Talking about hashtags. What is
All
more
right.
correct when you're doing a hashtag? Under the news, ONPASSIVE uses a hashtag that is the correct one. So which is the correct hashtag? To say the future internet, the internet of the future, or the future of internet?
Okay, so which one of those is correct? Giri Malapa says, how many languages, madam? One more. I guess he's asking of Carmela.
Okay. So am I asking the question?
Go ahead.
Yeah, we got your question. So we got answers coming in already. Jillian says C. Joseph says C. Isabel Bailey says, I didn't get it. And number 3 says Greg Hill, the future of internet. And then we have Rakesh Kumar saying good morning. He's very happy about ONPASSIVE and Ash Mufara. We have Sarananda saying focus to ONPASSIVE, the future of internet. John Berlitz is the third option. And the third option for everyone's FYI, the third option is the future of internet. That's option 3. Go ahead. Oh, okay. So we just says the future of internet. See, so we're not shown. And Francis Tate, hashtag the future of internet. All right, go ahead and give the answer.
Yes, hashtag the future of internet, no spaces.
Thank you.
All right, and that's true of all hashtags, right, Pedro? No spaces in between the words.
That is correct.
All righty, great question. Thank you for that. And let's now go to Mel. You have a second question, madam?
I have 4 questions, actually. Thank you, Rob. Yeah. Okay, the second one is, okay, all these are latest news in the back office. What tremendous progress is ONPASSIVE making toward closing the digital divide? What progress or what tremendous progress is ONPASSIVE making toward closing the digital divide?
All right, Ms. Mel's question is, what progress is ONPASSIVE making in closing the digital divide? Is that pretty much it?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
All right, let's get some answers going here. Rakesh has hearts and thumbs up for us. Emojis, thank you. Looking for replies. Yeah. But while we wait, let me say hello to the folks in our Facebook live stream. Hello to Hira Tal Singh. And hi to PB Mohammed Rafikipi, who is always with us. Thank you. Arti Patel, seeing Arti coming all the time. Thank you, Arti. And hello to Bhaskar Mandal. And I see Upa Natsen Hog in the house watching as well. And Kenza Mesaudi, Abul Kalam Azad, and are also watching. Thank you for being with us through Facebook. Right. Henry Horn says hashtag ONPASSIVE will crush it in all sectors. Jillian says yes. I think we're going to go ahead and have Mel answer.
You want me to read the answer?
There's not much response on this one, so go ahead, read the answer.
Okay. So it says the tremendous progress ONPASSIVE is making towards closing the digital divide is using network of goods and services referred to as the ONPASSIVE ecosystem, the OES. So that's one of the progress they're making. You know, it's how you call it, is the marketplace they're offering to everybody around the world. So that's one of the tremendous progress, which is OES. the ONPASSIVE ecosystem. They're enabling people and companies to prosper in the digital era. That's the answer.
All right. Thank you very much for that. We
You're
appreciate you very much, Mel. Thanks. Let's now go to Greg Hill, if we could, for a second question, if you have one there, Greg.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen real quick. Okay, here's the question. The question is, well, I don't know if it's a question, but we'll see. It's a fill in the blank. ONET platform can help you reach a wider audience and increase your online presence by blank with potential customers, partners, and other stakeholders. One, sharing with potential customers, supplying you with potential customers, partners, and other stakeholders, or connecting you with other customers, partners, and other stakeholders.
Well, all righty. Thank you for that. ONET platform helps you reach a wider audience and increase your online presence by A, sharing, B, supplying you, and C, connecting.
All right, let us go to the chat and see what people are saying. All right, we have Isabel Bailey says 3, Surijit says 3, Sadananda 3, Eileen Cowell 3, Keiko 3, Cecil 3, Pedro 3, Melanie 3, Henry Horn C, connecting, he means 3, Chris says 3, connecting, John Burrell says 3, Joseph says 3. Those are our answers.
I love it
Alrighty,
when
let's
people
go.
answer the same.
What's
I
that? Go
love it when
ahead,
they're
Greg.
all right. When everybody's correct,
Well,
that's
I
so
guess
cool.
that's the answer, huh? Connecting. All right. Good stuff, man.
Thank you.
We have
Thank
a
you, guys.
tuned
I
in,
appreciate
focused, laser focused audience tonight, and we appreciate each and every one of you for participating. It means a lot to all of us here, both the panelists and Lynn and myself. Let's go to Mr. Barilla and wrap it up. Go ahead, John, with your next question.
Okay. So something happened something happened. Oh, look at this. Isn't that nice? We got a little display here to look at. Uh-huh. Something happened on May 19th. And I'd like to know what happened on May 19th at the ONPASSIVE, the Equity, and the Mashrek metro stations. Now, we all know we have a station in Dubai, and there's a couple of other stations. Something happened at those 3 metro stations. What happened on May 19th at ONPASSIVE, the Equity, and the Mashrek metro stations?
All right. What happened on May 19th of this year at the ONPASSIVE, the Equity, and Mashrek
Got a choice.
metro station?
I didn't even realize. I forgot we were going to have our choice, of course. Oh, wake up, John. Yes, I will. They announced, A, possibility. They announced the resumption of metro service, or B, they announced the construction of the metro service, or C, they said it was option B.
I just added that for John yesterday.
I think that's great. I think that's great because we want this one to be not too hard.
All righty, let's go to the chat, see what we've got from our intelligent participants. Okay, we got an answer. Jillian says the marketing started again, and Carmela says it come to work again, and Melanie says A. Jillian says A, which is they announced the resumption of metro service. Cecil Weir says A. Isabel Bailey A. Eileen Cowell A. Sirijit A. Sarananda A. Diman Mandal says A. Joseph says A. And Keiko says A. Pedro says A as well. Good participation on that one. Go ahead and give us the answer. Gregory says
Okay.
I'll go with A.
All right. Yes. And I love that third choice. But the answer is they announced the resumption of the metro service after the terrible flooding that happened because all of the rain that they had. It did a lot of destruction and they had to make many repairs. So they announced that they were finished and everything was ready to go to resume the metro service again.
All right. Thank you, John, for that question and that answer. It's good to see the metro station is up and running again, station 2929. So
Nice.
good stuff. They were hit with some nasty flooding for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's 10 o'clock, just about straight up. Should we go with John's song and maybe do signing tomorrow evening? If that's okay with Cecil?
We'll do signing tomorrow, okay? So only John will sing tonight because of the time. Thank you for your understanding, Cecil.
All right. Thank you, Cecil, for that. And let's now go to Mr. Barilla, our baritone.
Okay. All right. So tonight I'm going to sing a song called This Can't Be Love. And I was going to attribute it to Natalie Cole because we've talked about her a couple times, but more than that, it's not just the Natalie Cole song. Let me tell you a little bit about this gem of Great American Songbook and how much I love to sing from the Great American Songbook. It was introduced by Eddie Albert and Marcy Westcott in a 1938 Broadway. I love to sing the Broadway show tunes, Broadway premiere of a musical, The Boys from Syracuse, a playful spoof on the sick with love trope commonly found in popular songs. This Can't Be Love became one of Rodgers and Hart's biggest hits. The song has been recorded by, and this is why I say, you could say Natalie Cole, but this is one of those songs that's such a big hit back a while ago. This song has been recorded by dozens of artists, including Chet Atkins, Tony Bennett, Rosemary Clooney, Nat King Cole, Natalie Cole, Bing Crosby, Doris Day, Ella Fitzgerald, Diana Krall, Johnny Mathis, Frank Sinatra, Rufus Wainwright. How did he get in there? Rufus Wainwright and Dinah Washington. A lot of folks, because it was just an incredible hit. Well, you know what? Let me just do something emergency here. My old phone, we've been going so long and have such fun tonight that my phone is down on power. So let me just plug it in so that we don't lose me in the middle of my song. Okay, I'm just going to have to hold it, but that'll be fine. Okay, now let me get back to my song. I probably could test it and see how long it would last. We don't want to do that. So okay, now let's make sure everything's working on the old computer. I think it is. All right, so if you can see me okay, I won't even get rid of my background. I won't get rid of my background like I usually do. I'm going with it. Here we go with This Can't Be Love. This can't be love because I feel so well. No sobs, no sorrows, no sighs. This can't be love. I get no dizzy spells. My head is not in the skies. My heart does not stand still, just hear it beat. This is too sweet to be love. This can't be love because I feel so well, but still I love to look in your eyes. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah. My heart does not stand still, just hear it beat. Oh, and that's too sweet to be love. This can't be love because I feel so swell, but still I love to look in your eyes, but still I love to look in your eyes. Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you, John. That's nice.
All right, all right. Great song by Mr. Baritone himself, the Tin Man. So thank you for that, John. We appreciate that. If you look at the ticker running across the bottom, which you just stopped, I'd like to remind everybody that tonight at midnight, going into tomorrow, Thursday, it will be lunch at noon, a Q&A with Sifu Francis, Chris Tiazone, and others. That will be lunch at noon. Noon their time, midnight our time on the East Coast. So we'll be there tonight, and then also tomorrow, where it's already tomorrow in the Asia Pacific region. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. their time, 9 a.m. our time on the East Coast of the United States. There'll be global affiliates starring the one and only, the tech giant right here from RobLynn Live Days, Chris Tiazone. So, and we're hoping Michelle Comster will be able to join him, but we don't know as of yet. Prayers go out also, obviously, to Michelle for her speedy recovery. So, that being said, let's see. Does anybody have any final comments before we shag on out of here?
It was a great night.
All right, there we go. The Peanut Gallery has spoken.
Lots of fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Good
It was.
stuff.
How about-
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
It was
great
a
discussion.
very great night, very great question, and a good song in the end. Thank you.
Can I try something real quick? Just be real quick.
Thank you, Chris.
Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Thank
Greg.
you. Thank you. Real quick. Real quick.
Yeah, man, that was quite
RobLynn
a
Live.
gift.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, before that,
Wait a minute. Put that bad boy back up on the screen.
because we want to explain to people what it is. You know, because
Oh,
not
no, that's
everybody
okay.
knows. So it's
That's
basically
okay. I didn't want to waste
I
any
mean,
more
that's
time. I
okay.
would put it away. Huh?
I wanted
That's
to show
okay.
it again.
Thank you.
Oh, Greg, I wanted to show
Okay,
it.
that's okay. Next time.
Okay,
Sorry.
Very nice. Thank you for that.
show it a little longer next time, okay?
I didn't know if I could do it that way. I tried something different, so it worked out. So that's all I wanted to know.
Oh,
All right,
So-
good stuff. Thank you for that. That GIF is beautiful. The colors and so
yeah.
forth.
I wanted to
Thank you.
look at it together. Well, next
All
time.
right.
we'll
Next
do it
time we'll
That's okay.
share those GIFs a little bit longer,
longer.
maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Now, so we know about tonight at midnight Eastern Daylight Time. We know about tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And believe it or not, 8 p.m. mañana Eastern Daylight Time. RobLynn Live will be back with another interesting topic of the evening. So thank you everybody for being here.
Thank you.
Yes, we'd like to
do a group picture.
We're going to do a group picture. Oh yeah.
Just us, panelists. Is everybody?
All right, I got my I love you up because I know that's what's coming next.
All right, I think I never know how to position myself. I think I have to position myself to the right because I noticed it doesn't, when you're in that big pain, I think you have to stay on the right side. I think.
All right.
Okay.
On 3.
Wait. Oh, I clicked the button by mistake. Oops, gotta wait for it to go away. Try again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and smile. Thank you, guys.
Thanks again, everybody. Salute to all military veterans. Salute to all active duty military around the globe. Salute.
There it is.
Salute to Greg Hill for, I don't know if he put that up. Something tells me Tia's on may have had something to do with that.
That's our techie Chris. I'm sure of it.
Well, beautiful gift.
I like this particular one. It's elegant. It's not too much, and I like the classiness of it, Greg. I think it's really
I just want to say one thing. I apologize to Don and DL because I had a senior moment and forgot to put their name on there.
It's okay. I'm sure they will forgive you. It's
Yeah,
quite beautiful. So. Thank you.
That's wonderful. Very, very beautiful. Thank you. And thank you, Chris, for showing it again. So that was salute to all.
Wait, I want to take a picture of it. Okay. Oh, wait. Chris, put it back up. I was waiting for the Q&A to flash because when I took a picture, the Q&A was not showing. So I have to get the right timing. Wait, let me wait for the bright yellow to come back up. Now, wait.
Here it is.
Now, yeah, I got it.
Good job.
All right, nailed it. Salute to all active duty military around the globe. Salute to all reservists around the world. Salute to all veterans of military around the world. And salute to all first responders. You know what I'm going to say next. Salute to each and every one of you. And here in the United States, let me say this. The 27th day of May, coming up next Monday, is Memorial Day, which we all remember those who gave all, which means they gave their lives for their country. And so we respect that holiday from the bottom of our hearts. Monday, I'll be attending the annual Memorial Day service at the Veterans Administration Cemetery. So that being said, happy Wednesday night, Thursday morning to all. And go ahead, Greg.
One final thing. I'm going to be on Francis Tay's OES on Tuesday, the 28th. Gift stuff, if you're interested.
Oh, and gift what? What about the gifts? What are you going to show?
Just more gift stuff.
Okay, more gifts.
Surprise.
All right. All right. Good stuff. And Greg, quite frankly, people all over the globe are learning from you on this gift thing. Not just from here, but from Francis and from Mel's every Monday at 5:30, 5:45, 5:36, whatever time she gets it started. It's a beautiful thing, this learning thing we call ONPASSIVE training.
Yeah, I like it. I'm so happy that I can do that. I feel very blessed.
Well, and we're blessed to have you, brother. We're blessed to have you. Sifu Tay, do you want to wrap it up for me?
Yeah. I think the audience need to prepare the Q&A instead of we are giving them the Q&A. Probably the attendee can help make the webinar more livelier is to have a dialogue with the audience, with the floor. All right.
All right. So, I'll mention that. I think she heard it, but I'll mention it again to the executive producer sitting to my left, stage left. All right. Thank you for that, Francis. And hey, good night, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening. And We'll see you real soon. Everybody, please try to tune in at midnight Eastern Daylight Time for the lunch with Francis. Lunch with the Sifu himself. Bye for
Thank you.
now.
Everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Good night,
See you.
everyone.
Thank you, RobLynn, everybody.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Bye bye. So long.
Thank you,
Farewell.
Yeah,
The
love it.
pictures are going to be in our RobLynn Live Messenger chat. I'm going to send them after we end. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
3, 2, 1.